Chinese chicken and rice. I'm in Vietnam, not in Hainan in China, but I'm in Vietnam. Very busy, isn't it? Very, very busy. Got the street food vendors and plenty of scooters, motorcycles. And I've got something to say, if you have time to listen. If you're in a good mood, good. I'm in a good mood too. I'm not here to make people feel down, but obviously stuff's going on back in my home country, UK, and I thought I'd share a few thoughts on it. Nothing political, don't worry. I'm gonna, well, a little bit political, but I'm gonna try and steer clear of Xin chào.
Okay.
What's inside here?
Wait.
Wow.
Fine.
Wow.
Okay,
Is pork or
chicken?
chicken?
Được,
Wow.
Còn
Wow.
chicken.
Cảm ơn.
Okay.
And it's quite nice being here. I can take my head out of the situation a bit. Chicken satay, very nice. All these charcoal kind of stoves. And there's some of your nice bike, big bike. And sugar cane. Very nice. Someone had a pipe, you might notice it in the background. There's like a famous Vietnamese pipe. It's very strong, obviously. Right, I'll get off the main road because I'm struggling to get heard probably. There's banh mi, very famous baguettes. Delicious, you know, kind of like a French Vietnamese twist on the baguette. And this is amazing. We've got bun cha, one of my favorite Vietnamese foods, like a stew with lots of meat in and stuff. 35,000 is £1. So that's why I'm putting on a bit of weight out here. But yeah, nice to be here and take my mind out of it. I'm in Hanoi, the capital city. Bit different way of life, huh? And there's pros and cons to both. You know, I love Britain too. Look at that food, delicious. And people having some beers. It's early evening. Anyway, I'll move away from the crowds a bit. Just wanted to say, really, you know, don't listen to the media, full stop, but too much, you know. They're not here to serve your interests. They're here to divide and you know, divide and conquer. Put negativity, spread negativity, and rile up the people. If you watch the news, you're going to see a negative thing in the intro, really, don't you? And then it'll go on from there to continue to be negative. And everything they show us is like eyelashes. I wondered what that was for a second. It's going to continue to be negative. But not only that, there's an agenda, and there's always an agenda, whether that's the war agenda, whether that's the virus agenda, whatever agenda is, you know, the agenda of the day, you know what I mean? The topic of the day. Look at that nice little kind of cafe area with some nice bamboo and these kind of palm trees and stuff. Little girl sleeping the floor, very nice, keeping things clean, taking care in their environment, which is what most people do. And Britain's a very cared for environment for large parts. So, you know, don't listen to what they say, really. They're there to cause a problem. Problem, reaction, solution. So they want people to react to the problem they're creating, and then they'll provide you with a ready-made solution, whether that's a lockdown or whether that is some kind of authoritarian tiptoeing. And it's not even a tiptoe anymore, really. Freedom of speech is not as it was as I was a child. And I'm not talking about just abject hate or anything like that. We're talking about common, just, you know, common sense, and just say, you know, being able to speak your mind. That's not allowed these days, not freely. And that's a big problem, you know. Freedom of speech is the foundation of our societies. So to have that being encroached upon, for me, that's a huge thing. And that's why I'm talking about it today. Look at this supermarket. Xin chào. Ah, some markets over here. Let's go and check them out. Nice fruit and veg and clothes. But it's nice to be able to take my mind off things and just enjoy a nice courgette, you know, or a dragon fruit. Xin chào. It's beautiful fruit and veg. All these herbs, and they have that with like the pho or the bun cha. You get to choose nice bits of vegetables. Very nice. Interesting place, isn't it? Very nice place. And Britain's a very nice place. So don't listen to them, folks, and look after each other and look after your place and protect freedom of speech and protect people. Look, there's some meat here. Pig, pork, pigs, trotters, our little chickens or little guinea fowl or some kind of small bird. I see like a calf's head there. You might not enjoy that. I'll try not to be too... This one's a bit of a random one, isn't it? So I'll try not to go too meaty on you. All these veg are really interesting. Different veg from around the world. A lot of local produce from here, obviously. A few you recognise: tomatoes, peppers, apples, grapes, nice eggs. And more meat, and I don't think there's any fish. Oh, like chickens. And there's the chickens and ducks. I won't show them too much. I would show them more usually, but I think this video's a different video, isn't it? Chilies, big and little spicy ones. And they are spicy, I can tell you. I find Thai chilies to be the most spicy. I know we're in Vietnam right now, but I find Thailand has very, very spicy produce, personally. But yeah, don't listen to them, guys. Keep your heads up. Keep the positivity. Keep looking after each other. Spread the love. It's important. People need it right now. Look after each other. Xin chào.
Xin chào.
How are you, sir? Nice to meet you. Some people's English is good. Some is only about the same as mine. So this guy's on the riots. Look, I better go off the road for a second. It's a quiet road, so that's why. And the pavement, as you can see, gets a bit blocked. Well, I will probably leave it there. I think I would like to talk more about it, but I've kind of lost my train of thought. I think I would say a lot of it is fake news. Not that there's not something happening, that's not my point. The point that I'm making is you can't believe what you see in the media, and it's been forever thus in my life. It's manipulated, it's to manipulate you. Some drinks. There's more beer over here, go and check that out. It's just not got your interest, it's not got the public interest at heart, and that's what I would say as well about government and things like that. That's Beer Hoy. This costs like 50p for a fresh beer. I would say Beer Hoy is the best budget beer in the world. It's freshly made here in Hanoi, and it's delicious, and it's very, very cheap. So for me, it ticks all the boxes. These old houses amongst the newer ones, and here we've got a Mustang. Very nice. My friend Rob would like this, huh? Although he's got even nicer cars, and there's more like cooking in there as well. Not sure why he's riding a duck, or is he just petting it? He's just petting it. Ah, Can you hear that? They're saying hi, bars up. It's 1, 2, 3 drink. It's the way people cheers here. Hi, bars up. Ah, that dog's having a little rest. So yeah, just remember they don't have your interests at heart. And remember who does. Your family, your friends. Look after each other. And you might think, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. There is. You know, spread the message, spread the love, and work for a common cause. Why do they want us divided? Why do they want to make us fight against each other, you know, amongst each other? Because they want to control us. They want to be able to dictate how we live our lives and what we do. I'm in a communist country, Vietnam, and if you speak to the people, they are very aware of freedom and how important it is, because under the communist regimes of the past, there's been a lack of freedom, and their country suffered, and only since the 70s, 80s, 90s have they come into the modern world, shall we say, and it's that people have benefited largely. It's not all good, we know that, but they have benefited from being in an authoritarian dictatorship, basically. And they're aware they can't say anything about their governments. Same in Thailand, can't speak about their monarchies and things. They all have a lot to say about it, but they can't openly speak. It will never be spoken about in the news. It will never be allowed to be said. And that's a controlled country who doesn't have freedom of speech. And they know the value of it. Oh, just got hit in the face by something. You know, and we do too, right? You know, that's why our, you know, founding fathers and things were so keen. Nice fruit for your, you know, for your drinks and things. So keen to instill it in our, well, in America, you know, Bill of Rights and things like that, Constitution, with ourselves in, I mean, I don't really know much about the Magna Carta, but, you know, our law, it's in our common law. You know, again, I don't know that much about it, so I won't talk on things I'm ignorant about, but freedom of speech is at the pillar of our society. And the countries like here, it's not. That's a nice Kia, isn't it? It's a sport version, okay. Very nice. So there's pros and cons to capitalism, and there's pros and cons to every society. I wish there was a democracy in the world, a true one, because I'd rather like one, huh? But we're all struggling among the same challenges, really. Look, we do our best, don't we? We try and build the best society we can. We try to do the best with our lives, for our children, for our communities. And I think the message is getting a bit tired now, so I'll just say it one last time, you know, spread the love, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed producing it or making it, and yeah, I'm glad I've said it. I'll say more about it, and if people want to hear more, please ask, comments, whatever. I do have opinions on certain things, but ultimately my message is this: we're being duped right now. The vast majority of people are peaceful. The vast majority of people want the best. You know, they've got goodwill, not ill will. So what I would say is, you know, take everything with a pinch of salt right now. Take everything with a pinch of salt. It's not exactly what your media is telling you, and your governments do not have your interests at heart. So, oh, that's an interesting thing. So what I would say is, keep up your good work in your life. Don't let this distract you. Try and turn off the news a bit more. In fact, I get my news. Do you know what I mean? I will read my news if I choose to. I can skip an article, but I will not watch mainstream media news. It's diabolical. So yeah. Enjoy your lives, guys. Go and have a good weekend when you get the chance. And, you know, again, consider making it the life you want, you know. Take control. Don't let them control you. And yeah, enjoy it. Let this stuff go as much as you can. Keep safe, and I'll see you in the next one.